OSHA's 1910 1.46 standard. OSHA 1910 1.47. OSHA standard. OSHA's control of hazardous energy, or also known as lockout tagout, OSHA CFR 1, OSHA's 1910 1.46, OSHA's 1910 1.47. OSHA's 1910 standard in regards to lockout tagout basically is an overview of Can you stop it for just 1 second? OSHA's 1910 1.47 standard states that if any employee and or maintenance person or contractor is going to perform service, maintenance, cleaning, and or adjusting any type of equipment and or machinery, any type of equipment and or machinery, then they shall lock and tag out all energy sources. Energy sources could be anything from electrical, could be gas, could be LP, could be chemical, it could be air pressure, could be gravity, could be spring-loaded or mechanical devices. This is very important because these are the things that actually cause serious injuries to employees. The rule states before you service, maintenance, adjust it, and or clean, and you go into that machine, then you take the time and you perform lockout tagout procedures. OSHA states that any company shall provide a lockout tagout procedure to all employees to view. This lockout tagout procedure is very important because it outlines every aspect, every power source, every lockout tagout device, every energy source, and the proper steps in regards to de-energizing a piece of equipment, removing any stored energy, because stored energy is very important, and also making sure that all energy sources are locked and tagged out properly. That's the basics. More to it means that when I say more to it, I'm talking about, hey, once you've locked out and tagged out a piece of equipment or machine, is making sure that you've relieved all stored pressure. Stored pressure could be anything from air pressure in the lines. It could also mean hydraulic pressure in the system. It could be gravity, it could be spring-loaded devices. So these are things that have to be removed. That stored energy has to be removed before anyone is to work on that piece of equipment. Also, the most important thing of the lockout tagout procedure is going back and trying the machine, making sure that you have identified all the proper power sources and you've removed all the stored energy. Lockout tagout, folks, is a very, very important thing. And most of the time, it only takes minutes to complete a lockout tagout procedure. There are other special lockout tagout procedures that are out there, such as group lockout tagout procedures. Group lockout tagout procedures basically means that if we are all working on a piece of equipment, and that really is the rule, that if anybody's working on a piece of equipment, if there's more than one, then everybody has their lock and tag out device on there to prevent any possible injury. That's important. When we're talking about gang boxes, or when we're talking about gang lock boxes or group lockout tagout, that means us as a team, we are focusing in on all energy sources, and we are verifying all energy sources. Then everyone who's in this lockout tagout procedure basically is putting their keys into a lockbox. And then of course you've got a supervisor or a lockout tagout foreman, and they are also verifying to make sure that everybody is completing the proper lockout tagout procedures. Most important thing about a group lockout tagout procedure is when we are removing the locks. When we are removing locks from equipment, it is very, very important that all steps or all systems or all procedures be verified to ensure that nobody gets hurt. Listen, lockout tagout, folks, is a big deal. There's a lot to it. But when we talk about lockout, tagout, we're not only talking about big machines, we're talking about hand tools, power tools, air supplied tools, and that's pretty simple. When we're working on anything such as drills, sawzalls, grinders, Mojaves, anything like that, what we're doing is we're pulling the plug. If we're using any kind of air devices or air tools, one, we're making sure that they are properly vented, OSHA approved, and also that we are disconnecting all air lines to prevent any kind of startup or stored energy to that equipment. This is so important. Let me tell you, it is important. Have a good day in America, and remember, lockout, tagout procedures, the most important thing is before anyone is to work on equipment or machinery, and if you have equipment and machinery, then you have to provide awareness training to everyone, saying, hey, this is our program. Do not work on any equipment or machines unless you're authorized. And if you're an authorized employee, then you are trained on lockout, tagout devices, specific energy sources, resources to complete your procedures, and also we are making sure that everyone is following the procedures. And that's important. Hope you have a great day in America. Check out our YouTube videos, and we're going to be doing 5-minute safety topics, and we're going to make them fun for everybody to listen to and or see. But again, if you do like them, please share them, like them. You know the deal. We're out there trying to promote ourselves and make sure that everybody understands what we're doing. Hey, Team EHS and Employers Health and Safety, as always we say, if you're not working, we're not working. Thanks and have a safe day. EHS consultant services are designed to reduce losses and control those that do occur, while at the same time minimize the customer's major OSHA, MSHA, EPA, and DOT compliance liabilities. EHS LLC in no way guarantees complete regulatory compliance.